What's up, everyone? Dave of Daveland here, formerly Finance Guy, and we are going to do a 72 box version of the Warrior Epic 1.0, the Jagged Blade of War, a local install of EverQuest emulator on my computer. If you haven't been following along, I have 72 level 60 characters, and we're in the Kunark era. I have three tank groups, four caster groups, and five melee groups. And I've been doing the epics little by little. I've been basically I'm doing the epic one time per class, and then giving the epic to everyone else of that class, just to be respectful of my time. I'm going to be posting a video for each epic, minus the Beast Lord epic, because the Beast Lord epic 1.0 is done in Lucklin. I'll probably just give myself the epics for the Beast Lords as kind of a final epic after I do all the other epics. So we're gonna do the Warrior epic, and we're just kind of hanging out in Freeport right now. And I actually have never done the Warrior Epic. I know how to do it, at least with the raid drops, but I don't know the runaround parts. We're gonna try to do that together, and I'll be I'll be skipping a few steps just because you'll see those videos, previous or later videos. As an example, we're on Alakazam. You can actually see the Warrior Epic right here, and we need some of these drops that can be pre-looted. And I don't have a Hand of the Maestro raid to show you, but he's right in Plane of Hate by the Cathedral. Very easy fight. You could even do him at level 50. Not really anything really worth doing. You don't know, even with a very small raid force, he's not too hard. The Red Dragon Scales, you can get them from any Nagafin or Talendor raid. I posted a Nagafin and Talendor video at this point, so you can just farm them until you get the Red Dragon Scales. The Green Dragon Skills drop off Severius or Hushguard in Vishan's Peak. Believe it or not, I actually got my Green Dragon Skills from Hushguard, not realizing he dropped it. I tried my first Vishan's Peak raid today and failed. Got killed by Nexona, but killed several of the bosses first. The Spirit Wing Blade you can see on my Plane of Air Island 5 video, the Spirit Island video. That's where you get it. You get off the Lord. The Ball of Everliving Golem is off any of the Fear Golems in Plane of Fear. So just farm them until they drop it. I did not do the Chardock raid yet, so we'll do that together on this video. We'll go to Chardock and kill the Queen and get the Ancient Blade. And this is just kind of a group content item, the Mountain Giant Patriarch in Dreadland. I think he just kind of spawns randomly. I didn't want to farm him on a walkthrough video, so I'll skip that part, but you can go kill him at any point and, and get that piece. So we're going to start. By the way, the full walkthrough is down here in case you're interested in the story. But we're just going to do a quick walkthrough. So the first thing we want to do is find Kargik Redblade in East Freeport. Now I have the new Freeport files from, I believe, Prophecy of Rowan on. So I don't know where this NPC is going to end up being. So we're going to try to see if we can find him and hopefully not aggro anything. So I found him that way, and we're just going to go to him just to save some time. This is where he is. He's in this little nook in the south. I'll turn off my labels. He's over here. And what I'm going to do is, I think we just got to hail him, and I actually don't know what to say to him. Oh, I have to say favor. Okay, so I'm going to say favor. And he gives me a letter. And I put that letter right there. Wax sealed note. And we have to give the wax sealed note to someone in the Furat. Ognoggin. So we're going to zone to the Furat. And obviously, if you don't have GM commands, you don't got to run your way there. We're going to make this quick, just as a kind of a quick walkthrough. And target Ognoggin. Just make sure he's on KOS. He's not, so I'm going to go to him. Show you where he is. He's right by the sucker point. Not too far from Ogok. He's right there. And I'm going to give him the letter. With a note. That's what he gives me. He gives me a loot. Got a little bit of experience. Probably a trivial amount. Also, I'm level capped. And he says, give this back to Kargik. So we'll just go right back there where we were. Zone Freeport East. And we're going to target Kargik. As soon as we load and go to him. And we'll give him the loot. What's this? Red Blade's Legacy. Okay. So, Red Blade's Legacy. So we want to kill an Ice Goblin Wizard in Permafrost and loot a Heart of Frost. So I'm going to skip that part because you can just go to Permafrost and do that. That's probably going to be a drop you might have to farm off Ice Goblin Wizard. So I'm going to show you how to spawn an item if you don't want to do the group content, or if you just want to make it, you know, you're tired of if you farm him for a while and he doesn't drop it. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go to select. We're gonna go to Heidi SQL and connect to your database. And that's something I cover in a different video. But we're gonna do select ID, comma name from items where name like Heart of Fire, and you can see it's item 10548. So we're gonna do give item pound give item 10548 with Dave targeted, and I'll give it to myself. Just save some time farming a group item for this video that we're kind of walking through the epic. So of course you could go do it. So now we have to find Tenel Red Blade in East Karana. So we will zone to East Karana. And we find Tenel. See where he is. Go to... Oh, we can't go to him. Okay, so when you can't go to someone, you can just do /face. Put on some kind of run buff, like J-Boot, Spirit of Wolf, or, you know, whatever run buff you have. Just keep and run in the direction that /face takes you. You can try go-toing when you're closer, and sometimes that works, and sometimes it doesn't. Some NPCs you can't go to, some mobs you can't go to. Sometimes you have to get really close to them. Sometimes it doesn't work at all. I'm not really sure why. Hopefully he's not way over. Oh, he is. He's actually by High Pass. Huh, I see him on the map. So let me zone to High Pass. I don't know if I remember the code for it. Oh, it is just High Pass. Hold it simple. Sweet. So we'll save ourselves some time, and I'm going to figure out where East Karana is. I'm not familiar with the new High Pass. I haven't been in High Pass for more than like a moment in like years. Ever since I think like the Serpent Spine changed it. I feel like I've been there maybe 3 times since then. I used to go to High Pass on old servers and also like on live before Serpent Spine came out. It was a good place to hunt from like, I don't know, level 12 to 18 or so. A couple of good loot drops in there. I think I had a shiny brass halberd back in like 1999 or 2000. I had that for a long time on my paladin, and then I switched to the deep water harpoon, which is a cool quest to do in Freeport. It was like, I think it was like 18 damage, 40 delay to kind of put it in perspective how crappy a good item was back then. It was probably you could actually do the deep water harpoon at level 1 if you survived. Just some of the running around. And it was probably the best weapon you could have as a paladin in classic up until, you know, later levels when you go to like, you know, Guck or Runny Eye or whatever. It was a good weapon for paladins. So we're gonna go this way. I don't think we can teleport to Tenel now. Okay, we can. So this is where he is. He's right by the High Pass zone. And according to the guide, we are going to give him Red Blade's Legacy. That was that book we got. It's this guy. We're gonna give it to him. He's gonna give us a totem. He says some things. Personally not interested. And we're going to give the totem and the Heart of Frost to Tenel. Oh, okay. I have to give it to him again. Okay. Give him this. What he just gave us, and the heart from Permafrost. And he's going to give us... Oh. Did I give him the wrong item? Hold on a moment. That's interesting. It didn't work. Let's go down to the walkthrough. Let's see. Alright. Yes. Do not return without the heart of your foe and this war totem. Let's see. Let's try it again. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I gave myself the wrong Heart of Fire. There's a Heart of Fire. I think that's the wrong item. Yeah, I gave myself the wrong item, I think, right? It's not a heart, it's a Heart of Frost, isn't it? It's a Heart of Frost, so I actually typed in the wrong item. Didn't catch that. So we do Heart of Frost, 10549. Give item 10549. There we go, that's the correct item. I wonder if we need a Heart of Fire for something else. I'm not really sure. We get this. And go back to the next part of the quest. And we need to give Totem of Fiery War, Red Dragon Scale, and Green Dragon Scale to 10 all again. Alright, cool. So we don't have to move. This is great. I just did the Cleric Epic, and man, was I running around all over the frickin' place. And super annoying. This is so far, this is not so bad. I appreciate this quest right now. But we'll see what happens if it gets worse. Alright, we get the Mark of the Sword. And remember, you get the Dragon Scales from Nagafin, the red one, or Nagafin, Talendor, or there's a late Invelius, which is a dragon too, who drops it, and the green one is from Sibelius or Hushkar in Vishan's Peak. Sibelius is in Emerald Jungle. Very easy fight. So the Mark of the Sword and Hand of the Maestro, we give to Tenel. Wow, this is cool. Do I have a Hand of the Maestro? I might have it on another character, and I think it might be no trade. So, yep, I don't have it on this character. So what I'm gonna do, they're just gonna give it to me, just because it's not really a fight worth showing. It's a really easy fight. You'll at level 50, I burned down Hand of the Maestro 6 or 7 times to loot the hand, to give it as a loot drop to some of my wizards and other. I think it was a wizard item. I don't know if it's yeah. Oh, sorry, Major Enchanter. They're using it in their primary or secondary because it's actually a decent item in Classic. It's a really easy fight. So, all right, we get the note to Kargek, and I'm guessing we're gonna go back to Kargek now. We need the note and the Spirak Wingblade to Kargek, and we have the Spirak Wingblade. And like I said, if you want to see how to get that Wingblade, how to do Aviac Island on Planet Sky, check out that video. It's a fairly complicated island, honestly. It's a bit of a puzzle of what you have to do to keep the mobs from infinitely respawning. And a couple of them death touch, which doesn't really make it any easier. But you can go check out that video. We gotta give them the scroll and the Wingblade, which I got previously. And we get the scabbard, the red scabbard. And that's what's gonna create the epic, I believe. So we need 2 rebreathers, a keg of Voxtail Ale, and a block of permafrost. So the block of permafrost you can get in permafrost just off of, I believe, off Ice Giant. So if you're doing like a Vox raid, it's a good time to get it. You can also just go back there and get it whenever. It drops fairly frequently. I won't show that. I don't have a Tinkerer. I actually don't do trade skills, but at this point, if you're a GM, just maybe create the rebreathers. Or if you have a gnome, time to get your tinkering up. So I'm gonna create the rebreathers just because I don't really have interest in doing trade skills when I'm boxing a raid. On live, I do trade skills sometimes, but not on when I box on live. When I box like my 6 characters, I try to make as much of my own stuff as I can. But here on the emulator, I'm perfectly fine just giving myself stuff and maybe subtracting some platinum or something as if I paid someone to make it for me, make it a little more realistic. I don't know. We got to go to Denkin Strongpick at Aviac Isle in Ocean of Tears. So we're going to zone to OOT. And then we're going to target him. And we're going to go to him if it lets us. It's not going to let us when I'm not levitating, am I? Where is he? I don't even know where Aviac Isle is. I don't know Ocean of Tears too well. It looks like it's that way. Oh my god. Is it way over there? Is it like way to the west? I bet you it is. I haven't been here in a really long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Chris and Bard in my main group. I'm going to switch to his client. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play melody, stop, turn off his melody, and I'm going to put on Cella's Song of Travel. We're going to get there a little quicker. Have him follow Dave. Make sure he's following. He is. We're just gonna run there. This might take a hot minute. Oceans of Tears is one of the largest zones in the game early on. It might be one of the largest zones in the game, period. That I'm not sure, but it's a giant zone with a lot of water. It would be cool if they put some secrets in this zone or like some more stuff besides water, but it is what it is. Maybe I don't think this is Aviac Isle. Let's see. I don't see anything on this island just yet. There's an ogre over there. You saw an ogre on the right. I see. Yeah, I don't see anything on this island. That's fine. Let's keep running. So we got Chris with us. That's fine. Just want to make sure he isn't over here. No, he's not. Okay. So we're going to have to run across Ocean of Tears. I'm going to try to go to him, and nope, can't. So we're just going to have to run across this zone. No big deal. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pause the recording so we can get there a little faster. And I'll just unpause when I get there so we're not sitting here talking for like 5 minutes while I cross the zone. So you just hold on 1 sec, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and we were just coming on Aviac Isle now. It took a few minutes. Took a few minutes to get here. So it's okay. We should be here anyway. Just looking for Denkin. He should be right over here. There he is. And let's just double check what we need to give him. Let's see. 2 rebreathers. Oh, I didn't make myself the tail ale. Okay, that's fine. Was it Vox Tail Ale? You can buy this in like almost any tavern in the game, I think is what I read. I'm just gonna give it to myself. 25188. 25188. And give that to him. And we want to give him this and this. What was the last item? Was it the block of permafrost? Yeah. Give him this. And he didn't take it. Huh. What's up with that? Let's see. Let's talk to him. Oh, I target him. Let me turn off my melody. Because he won't talk to me when I'm invisible. Of course. Turn this off. That's interesting. I wonder if it's because I was an invisible. I don't know. Let's try again. Maybe I give him the wrong item. Let's see. Foxtail Ale. Block of permafrost. Let's see if that works. Huh. He doesn't take it. Foxtail Ale. It's a keg of Voxtail. Okay. Real quick. It's a keg of Voxtail Ale, not a Voxtail Ale. Apparently 2 different items. 20664. It's this guy. It's a keg. So keep that in mind. Some items have similar names. Come on, Chris, get out of the way. Thank God he gives it back, though. The stuff back. I remember when EverQuest back in the day, if you gave something that they didn't want, they would just keep it, and you'd be screwed. That was no fun. I just screwed that up. Did you see what I did? I handed him the wrong item. Let's keep that over there. Okay, take that. Take that, and take that. There we go. Woo! Okay, we have the Ancient Sword Blade. Okay, we are getting close to done with this quest already, because it's a fairly quick quest when you kind of pre-looted all the raid target items. So, now I need to go to Timorous Deep. Zone... I don't remember is it just Timorous? It's just Timorous. Zone Timorous. Okay, and I'm going to summon Chris over here again, because we're going to probably have to run to another island. So far, this quest is, you know, aside from the raid drops, it's pretty quick because not too much to farm. I guess I could have shown where to get some of the group content items, but I'm sure it's pretty straightforward. So I need to find the chessboard, and I don't know Timorous Deep at all. So let's see if I can figure that out by looking. I have a better idea. I'm not going to find it this way. We go in here and we need, it says we need the severely damaged dragon head hilt. We go over here and bring up the item in Zam, and it tells you where it is. They have comments. So negative 6,300, positive 2,800 is approximately it. So I'm going to type loc, and we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. So this is how I used to navigate back in the day. Negative 63, positive 28. So I always forget which is which. Let's try go north. So it looks like I'm getting closer. I'm actually going the wrong way. Okay, it's south. So we want the first loc to go down. We want the second loc to stay about the same. So that's how you used to navigate back in the day. There was no maps. And sense heading was not always reliable if you didn't have good skill. And it didn't really help because you had to know what loc to go to. So you would type /loc over and over again until you... Am I already here? Is this... Wait, I think am I on the island? Wait a second, hold on. I'm on the island. I guess where you zone to is the chessboard. I didn't even realize it was right here. So I didn't even need to do all that. I could just, maybe zoomed in on the map and I would have saw the word chessboard. So I'll find where it is. Where is the chessboard? Oh, this way? Up here? I don't know my Timor's too well. Ah, there we go. Perfect. I think the item we're looking for is right by the king. So that's a king. Is there another king? Is there a white king or is it a black king? Here we go. That looks like it. Yep, there we go. It's just what we needed. Put that there, and just to confirm, yep, that's it. It doesn't repop right away, so if you're doing it on a live server, it might not be there if someone was recently there. We need to give the giant-sized monocle to Mentrix Mountain Bone in Frontier Mountains, according to this. So we're gonna zone to... I don't know the short code for Frontier. Is it Frontier M? There we go. Frontier MTNS. And we're gonna go to Mentrix. And of course, we can't go to him, so we're gonna summon Chris. We'll summon Chris to get there a little faster. I'm not sure where he is. Not sure where Mentrix actually is. So we'll again switch to Chris. We're gonna turn off his melody. Every time he zones, he turns it back on. And we'll just go this way. We're facing the NPC. I just don't know where he is. Let's fly over the zone and find our way to him. Let's see if I can find him on the map. Oh, looks like we got some aggro. That's okay. I can just GM kill for the sake of saving time. This zone is actually... Oh, there he is. I see him. He's right past this fort. Oh, he's in the ground. Okay. So we'll have to go through the base. He's behind it. Or he's in... Oh, what happened to Chris? Chris is probably getting attacked by this guy, so let's kill it real quick. Kill that. Let me just make this a little easier, save some time. GM kill. They're gray NPCs are trivial to us. I could have just brought the whole raid here and just storm the place, but just again saving time. Since this is a walkthrough, do these guys see invis? I'm invisible. That's weird. They must see invis. Or Chris is visible, even though he's the one using the Bard song. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever been back here. They do see invis. Let's kill them. I don't think I've ever been back here. Like I said, I've never done the Warrior Epic. On my last playthrough of my 54-box crew, I just gave everyone their epics. I didn't give everyone. I gave certain classes their epics. I kind of cheated. Okay. So what does he need? He needs giant-sized monocle. Just the giant-sized monocle. Okay. Give it to this guy. What do we get back? We get some ore. And we need to give the head hilt, the ore, and the ever-living golem to Wendon Blackhammer in East Freeport. So we're going to zone to East Freeport. And I'll just leave Chris behind, because honestly, if he dies, it's not a big deal. I don't think he will die by gray mobs. So, Wendon. We can target Wendon, see where they are. Wendon is, I'll show you on the map. I'll turn off labels. He's kind of where we were earlier. think he's probably. Oh yeah, he's right next to Kargik. Okay, he's literally right next to Kargik where the quest started. We need to give the ever living golem from the golems in Plane of Fear, and what else? The ore and the hilt head. Sure, the right one. And the ore. He's gonna give us a crafted hilt. And then let's see. Hail. That's it? Interesting. Interesting. I don't really know what that means. That's okay. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go to Lake Wrath. So I'm gonna go to Zone to Lake Wrath. And what I'm gonna do this time is I'm going to summon one of my necromancers to get Dead Man floating. So we can breathe underwater, because I believe it's underwater what we need. We need this. What do we need? It says the bottom of Lake Wrath at 2500 2513 920. I don't really know where that is. We're gonna go find it. We could use Chris here, but since we're gonna have to dive. Oh, wrong way. We're gonna have to dive underwater. I will just run Dave there. And I don't know where we're going. I wonder if it's on the map. Let's see if we can find it. I'm not seeing it. I'm sure it's there, and I'm just not seeing it, but it's okay. I know the first number is 2500, and the second number is 920, so we're actually almost there. It's probably on the other side of this island, or like in the little nook here. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like right around here, so we can find it. It's like 2500, 920. It's got to be right down here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if it's a bag or whatever it is, but it's a weird place for. Ah, there it is. That's where it is. I'll go back on the map and show you. It's right in the nook of this island, and then we need. Oh, we never wait. Oh, we never killed the queen. That would probably come in handy. What do we need from the queen? Ancient blade. We'll do that. We'll do that step right now. So I'm gonna zone to Chardock. Like I think I have everything for the epic. I just think I need to kill the Queen of Chardock. So I could have done her first, but I decided to do her last. Where are we? We're on the exit of Chardock. So I'm going to go into GM mode before I get aggro. I'm gonna work my way down to the Queen. Just kind of show you guys the path. I think you can take a shortcut to the Queen. I think this little like entrance right there is a faster way to her, but I don't know that way very well. I think it's a shortcut, but it might lead somewhere else into the zone quicker. We're just gonna go down the main path. To get to Royals and Chardock, as you may have saw one of my other epic videos. I think when I did the cleric epic, we did this. We're gonna go down this way. I could target them and go to them, but I wanted to show you the path, just in case you don't have GM commands. It is very difficult to move 72 characters or any amount of characters down down Chardock because of the pits, as you're going to see shortly. You can see there's kind of a bit of a pit there, and if you fall off this bridge, that's no good. So you might have to move some characters little by little if you don't have GM commands, or you can go make a left here. I'm not going to show the Chardock Royal raid. It will take me a while to get through it, so I'm just going to skip past all the content. That being said, if you are doing Kunark as like your current expansion, whether you have a big raid team or a small raid team, Chardock has a lot of best in slot stuff. Especially down here. There's some named mobs down here that have some best in slot, even for like raiding. Because like Kunark doesn't have the best itemization for the raids. In fact, from what I've noticed, Vishan's Peak has a lot of weapons, and that doesn't really make sense given that everyone will probably have their epic when you get to Vishan's Peak if you're doing your epic quests. So kind of disappointing that I'm going to be doing Vishan's Peak to get a lot of nothing or not a lot of stuff. There's definitely some good items in there, but Just not a lot of stuff that I would be hoping for. So after I do all the Kunark epics and record them for you guys, I will get into Vishan's Peak, try to beat it a few times, record a video of each raid, each boss, and then I'll probably move on to where am I going? Oh, Secret Wall. Move on to Vilius, just because there's so much more to do in Vilius. It's one of my favorite expansions for the early game. Okay, so where's the queen? She's down here. So what I'm gonna do, just so we don't get a lot of aggro when I'm running around, I'm just gonna GM kill all this stuff. Obviously, if you were raiding Chardock Royals, you'd want to kill the king first, so you don't aggro anyone when you're going to the queen. The last thing you want to do is aggro the king and the queen. It's probably pretty difficult to take on, even with a big raid team. I don't know. I don't even know if that's true, but that's what I assume. So what I'm going to do is summon everyone right here. I'll give you 1 sec for everyone to zone in. They might not zone in here. Sometimes they zone in at the zone line. Like, oh, see, they're not even here. They didn't zone in here. They're probably up top. So I'll just wait for everyone to get here, and then I'll just hit my go-to button again. That's the problem with the go-to button, this thing I made. It doesn't always zone everyone to where you're standing. Sometimes it puts them elsewhere. Whereas if you use a bunch of summon keys, that will definitely make them go to you. But this is so much faster, so that's why I do it. And you always type /count to make sure everyone's with you. And so you can see not everyone is with me. So I might actually have to hit it yet again. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that works. So I'm gonna turn GM mode off, and we're gonna go kill the Queen of Chardock. I'm just gonna probably just steamroll her. I'm not gonna. I don't even know what's in there. I should have looked before I turned off GM mode. But I honestly don't care. Oh, I can't move. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the Queen of Chardock has a really nasty dot. So I'm gonna just burn her down and try to mez everything else. So, so far, let's get everyone over here. I'm gonna have everyone follow Dave, get in this corner, and then attack her so they can nuke her. So, yeah, she's not very hard as far as hit points. I could have showed you. But I think she has like a fire dot. She's not using. If she's using it, she's only hitting a few characters. I do have decent resist. I still don't have resist cure on everyone. Almost everyone. I think I have like maybe 20 characters who don't have resist cure. So that's something I'm still working on. Oh, okay, kill this Grand Advisor. It looks like everyone else is mezzed. Yep, mezzed. Oh, he's not mezzed. Maybe not everyone is mezzed. That's okay. That's fine. We're fine. This is super easy. I don't know if there's other epic items that drop here. I don't really care. I'll just come back. So I'm just going to give myself the Ancient Blade. And kill off all these mobs, and then I will zone out of here. Looks like Eleanor died. It's okay, because it doesn't really matter. Just kill those last few guys off. I honestly could just zone out and summon everyone out of here, which I'm just going to just do that right now. So where are we going now? I'm going to Wendon. I'm going to need a diamond, a jacinth, and a black sapphire. So if you're not familiar with your gems, all 3 of those are dropped off of pretty much any mob in the higher, like level 50-ish or higher, maybe even 40-ish. So, but probably close to 50, like planner mobs and mobs in like Kunark dungeons. I'm just gonna give myself those items. There's no point farming them if I don't have to. So got my quote. So we need a diamond. I should probably just do this. Yeah. 10037. Give item 10037. That's our diamond. And then I need a jacinth. Keep erasing my quote. What's going on? There we go. 10053. Oh, all right. Hold on a second. 10053 jacinth, and then we need excuse me, black sapphire, 10036. Okay. So, sitting there farming for a bit, we just gave it to ourselves. That's okay because it's our server. It's my server. I can do whatever I want, and I get tons of black sapphires. And I get tons of diamonds and Jacksons. So I just sell them. So no need to farm them right now. All right, we do that. We get the jeweled dragon head hilt. And what do we have to do now? I think this is it. Combine both dragon head hilts, the ancient sword blade, and the ancient blade in the red scabbard. Okay, I believe we're done. So let's find out. Open this, and we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and that, my friends, is the warrior epic. However, I don't use the two-handed version. I don't find it very good to use. So what I'm gonna do is put it back in here. Get the other two warrior epics, and this is much better. Now, the question is, which one do you put in which hand? Well, if you need an aggro weapon this early on, so you want to put the blade of strategy in your main hand because it procs anger, and the other one is more of like a buff. So strategy will proc more frequently in your main hand. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. I don't actually know that. I'm pretty certain of it though. So put that here, and I'll give my warrior epic to everyone else after I'm done with the video, but there we go. Our lightsabers are complete. So if you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let everyone else know what we're doing in EverQuest to have some fun a little bit differently. If you've been playing on the emulator, tell me more about your stories and what you've been doing. I do have a Patreon if you'd like to support the channel. Absolutely no pressure to do that, but it's up. And otherwise, I will keep recording these epic videos, and I will see you soon. Have a good one.